name is Nora Vargas. I'm the chair of the San Diego County Board of Supervisors, and I am thrilled to be here to be able to announce this milestone for our community. I want to express my gratitude first and foremost to the San Diego Foundation for their partnership, all of the work that they do in our communities during the challenging times, and also when we're looking forward and thinking about how we're going to make sure that we're investing in our communities and doing the best we can to bring those resources and to the people who need it the most, as well as the Environmental Health Coalition. I want to make sure that we acknowledge that the Environmental Health Coalition has been the longest environmental justice organization in South County, and now advocating for the county as a whole and the state and the nation. But without them, many of the issues, environmental justice issues that our communities have faced for decades, would not be at the forefront if it was not for the work that the Environmental Health Coalition does. So big thank you to them for bringing forth these issues and making sure that people are aware. And this grant opportunity that we're securing for Barrio Logan and Logan Heights community is extremely, extremely important. I also want to thank my colleague, Mayor Todd, Gloria, who is a true partner in working together between the city and the county to make sure that we get things done for our communities. I want to thank, Dominique Navarro from the Environmental Health Coalition, who's also here, and Laura Erbert from the EPA. Thank you again for all the work that you do. And I was just saying to them that there has been no other administration. The Biden-Harris administration has been so welcome and supportive to the county of San Diego. And in my tenure as a supervisor, I can tell you that all we do is let them know what we need, how we need it, and they're there trying to help us and work with us to make sure that we're getting the resources that we need to the community. And so it's really about, to me, this grant and this funding that we're getting today really highlights the power of our grassroots organizations. And by awarding our community in the first round of the EPA's Community Challenge Grant, we're making real meaningful change. So I'm really eager about these investments and what they're going to do for our community for years. We know that the industrial zoning and traffic has really impacted our communities, and so the effects that we have had here around asthma rates in Barrio Logan, the cancer risk in the 80th to 90th percentile, we know that this is real. And so this money is going to be put to good use as we're moving forward. And I'm particularly excited about the funding that's going to go to the Chicano Park Museum and Cultural Center, which will be able to launch La Villa Verde, which is going to be the city's. Yes, I'm so excited. Let's really, really be thrilled about that, because La Villa Verde is the first city's bilingual zero-emission, door-to-door destination microtransit system. And as we're trying to reduce our carbon footprint, these are the type of innovative programs and initiatives that we need. Not only are we meeting our communities where they're at, but we are also making sure that we're getting people the help and the services that they need. So this is going to be able to create good paying jobs, reduce pollution, advance transportation quality. And so I'm excited about what that work looks like. And so as we're moving forward, I think they're going to be able to provide 26,000 vehicle trips a year and addressing the chronic pollution in the area. All of these collective efforts is exactly what we need to be doing, and I think none of this would have been possible, like I said, without the Biden-Harris administration. The historic Justice 40 initiative, ensuring that 40% of federal investments are flowing to marginalized and overburdened communities like ours. So together with the Chicano Park Museum, Cultural Center leading the way, we're creating new career paths and healthier, more sustainable communities and projects. Quisiera nomás darle las gracias a la Oficina del Medio Ambiente del presidente Biden y Harris por todo el trabajo y todo el apoyo que nos han dado. Esos $46 millones que vienen a las comunidades de San Diego son exactamente lo que necesitamos. Es una inversión, no solamente son palabras, pero es la inversión en de veras entender lo importante que es dar estos recursos, ya que son comunidades que por años han sido impactadas por las injusticias del medio ambiente. Así que muchísimas gracias. El programa va a ayudar al Museo Centro Cultural del Chicano Park, la Vía Verde, y hay otros programas de la comunidad que en realidad van a ser impactados, y en sí las comunidades van a ser impactadas. Así que muy emocionada por lo que este tipo de programas van a hacer para nuestras comunidades. Y con eso es un honor para mí presentar a una persona que en realidad ha trabajado mucho por nuestras comunidades y que en realidad es un colaborador con nosotros. My honor and my pleasure to introduce my friend and colleague, Mayor Todd, Gloria. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Chair Vargas. It's always good to be here with my friend, Supervisor Nora Vargas, in this beautiful corner of San Diego. It's even better to do it when you're announcing the receipt of a substantial amount of funding for San Diego that's going to make everyone's lives a little bit better. I'm pleased to be here with this group of incredible San Diegans, as well as friends from the EPA, to announce the receipt of $20 million in federal funding to come into this community to improve the quality of life in these neighborhoods. I want to particularly thank the San Diego Foundation, as well as the Environmental Health Coalition, for being our partners and to bring this money to our historic central barrios. As well as the supervisor mentioned, the Chicano Park Museum for developing this innovative EV shuttle program, La Via Verde, to serve this community. Many of you are familiar with this type of transit. We've long had it in downtown San Diego with Free Ride Everywhere Downtown, or FRED. We introduced it in our beach communities last year with the Beach Bug. Now it's going to come here to Logan Heights, Barrio Logan, and I couldn't be more excited. Every neighborhood should have more transit mobility options, and this announcement today will make that happen. I think the real message for today is that federal leadership matters. This is another federal investment made in our city via the Inflation Reduction Act. And so I want to thank President Biden, Vice President Harris, as well as the members of our congressional delegation who voted for this landmark piece of climate legislation that is now having a direct positive impact in the city of San Diego. And I want to acknowledge that the city and the county could not do this alone. We are successful because we had folks, troops on the ground, if you will, who helped to get this done. This monumental effort and this extraordinary sum of money is really a result of a community partnership of 11 different organizations that partnered on this application. I can't recall, and I've been around a long time, of a kind of coalition of that size, of that diversity, but we did it, and that's why we're able to stand here today saying that we have now received these funds. This has been incredible, it's been unique, and it's been impactful. It has been truly community-led and rooted in la comunidad. And so I'm also pleased to say that my office has been actively supportive of this effort from day one. These folks never get a shout out, so if you forgive, my grants team, my government affairs team, working with our federal partners, working with community partners, that's how the city is able to make sure that it's a constructive partner in this space. And so to Brittany Bailey, to Keith Corey, to Randy Wild, to Lucero Magnana, I thank all of them for their work in making this possible. This $20 million EPA Community Change Grant, combined with the previous $22.5 million Transformative Climate Communities Grant, is advancing equity and healthy communities, and we're using that to leverage city resources to make sure these projects move forward. The city of San Diego is also proud to be a partner in building the Boston Avenue Linear Park, to plant 700 trees, and to rid homes in this neighborhood of dangerous lead. These projects all together are helping us to meet our ambitious climate action plan goals, to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and to improve the quality of life of people in this neighborhood. And before I conclude, my grandmother grew up in this neighborhood. She and her sisters all worked in the canneries that once were very prominent in this neighborhood. And so I speak from some understanding when I say I know that these neighborhoods have often felt overlooked and underappreciated by City Hall. And so today's announcement, coupled with amazing investments like this school redevelopment, some of the roads I saw being repaved on the way in, some new housing that's coming into the neighborhood, we can't undo decades of overlooking and underinvestment in 1, 2, or 4 years. But I hope people see the change that is happening, and that as we compete and partner with communities and county government and others, we're bringing change to this neighborhood that has long deserved it, long needed it. But this isn't talk, this is real. This is $20 million today on top of $22.5 million a few months ago, on top of multi-million-dollar investment here. The list goes on. And as mayor, I want to be very clear, we ain't done yet. We got more coming. Let me be very, very clear that our efforts today are not aspirational. This is a fulfillment of our commitment to leave this neighborhood and this city better than we found it. I know that everyone here, particularly those 11 community groups, truly love this community, and you are working hard to leave it better than you found it. I'm grateful to have partners like all of you to make it so. With that said, now gives me great pleasure to introduce, I mentioned before, I've been around a long time. I've seen a lot of community organizations. The changes at the San Diego Foundation have been nothing short of remarkable, and that's been possible under the leadership of this next gentleman who has taken this long-serving, very important part of our civic infrastructure in San Diego and have just propelled it out into the community and doing truly extraordinary work that wasn't being done not that long ago, but work that is happening now. It is impactful and it's improving lives, and it's under his direction this is happening. Please welcome the CEO of the San Diego Foundation, Mark Stewart. Mark?
Good morning. Founded in 1975, San Diego Foundation is a nonprofit organization that serves this region as its largest community foundation. Community foundations are grant-making public charities that work in collaboration with donors, nonprofits, government, business, and others to improve the lives of people in specific geographic areas. Our mission is to inspire enduring philanthropy and enable community solutions to improve the quality of life throughout the San Diego region. When Environmental Health Coalition reached out to us at San Diego Foundation, we were proud to partner with them on this innovative project that will transform our historic central barrios. As the lead applicant on this grant application, San Diego Foundation was able to provide the resources needed to help get this project to the finish line and approved. We have a long-standing commitment to partnering with our community-based organizations to improve the lives of San Diegans. The Rooted in Comunidad Cultivating Equity project in our central historic barrios will transform those neighborhoods and provide a model for more innovative public-private partnerships like this in the future. Of course, any work that's worth doing, we cannot do alone. Thank you to all the project partners for investing your time, funds, and people in transforming our community. Each organization proposed innovative projects that will make a real and tangible difference for those who live, work, learn, and like these young girls behind us, play in the central historic barrios. San Diego Foundation looks forward to making this transformational work possible and creating a more just, equitable, and resilient San Diego. Now, I would like to especially thank the Environmental Health Coalition for its important work in this project. Environmental Health Coalition has been a true advocate for the communities that encompass the project area, and we are excited to work with them on this special initiative. Now I'd like to introduce Dominique Navarro with the Environmental Health Coalition.
Hello, everyone. It feels really surreal to be up here celebrating with all of you because there has been a lot of work that has gone into this collective effort. So much blood, sweat, and tears. And as I said to Laura, a lot of tears went into this application. And so to be standing alongside everyone here is just such an honor to be able to celebrate with all of you. It is no coincidence that our proposal was titled Rooted in Comunidad. This project builds upon decades of community organizing, visioning, dreaming, and fighting for the investments that we deserve. Residents have been with the Environmental Health Coalition and with our partners every step of the way. Since 2019, the Environmental Health Coalition has been collecting the input of hundreds of residents through tabling, door knocking, surveys, community workshops, and a dedicated community advisory board that met every Friday evening and volunteered their time to give us input into these projects and into this partnership. And we are so proud that the projects that have been funded include such strong community voice. So thank you to each and every one of those residents who shared their voice with us. We do not take that responsibility lightly of guiding that voice and that vision into a reality, and we promise to engage you every step of the way as we move into implementation. A huge thank you to the advocates and the organizers of the Environmental Health Coalition who always put resident voices first and foremost. One of the top priorities for residents has been ensuring that the investments stay within our community and benefit those that need it most. So this funding goes directly towards critical infrastructure projects and transportation projects that reduce air pollution, connect residents to services, and eliminate some of the barriers for transit riders. We are also proud that our project includes development of a workforce training center so that the residents in our project area can receive the training they need to jump into this green career pipeline that we are building. Through job training programs, apprenticeship opportunities, job recruitment, and job placement, we can ensure that the funds from this project go directly back into the wallets of residents right here, and that they are the ones benefiting from this resilient future that we are collectively building. The project also works to keep some of our most vulnerable residents in their homes, low-income families and seniors, by remediating safety and health hazards, lowering water and energy bills, and making homes able to withstand the climate crises impacts such as extreme heat or power outages. These homes will be a vision for what our shared future can look like. A future where children can breathe cleaner air, when we are less dependent on fossil fuels, and where homes are places of comfort and safety and health. So thank you so much to all the partners for your immense commitment to the community and for all your work to get us here today, and for making this a shared reality and for pushing this vision forward. Today would absolutely 100% not be possible without the leadership of the San Diego Foundation. So thank you to the San Diego Foundation for sharing our vision, especially to Christiana and her amazing team and Mark's amazing team, for sharing that vision and helping us advance a better tomorrow together for the historic barrios. I will never, ever be able to get over the fact that I can stand up here and say that we are bringing in millions of dollars in investment to this community. But we know that the work does not end here. Our partnership is only beginning. And so to the EPA, thank you so much for seeing the value in our vision. A la comunidad, please hold us accountable to that vision and walk with us and learn with us as we move into implementation. And to the partners, let's get to work. So, siempre adelante. Gracias. And now, a huge welcome to the U.S. EPA Division Director, Laura Ebert.
Muy buenos dias. Good morning. I am so pleased to be here representing the United States Environmental Protection Agency. My name is Laura Ebert. I'm a member of our senior leadership team, and there is no better part of my job than being able to support projects like this and celebrate projects like this with members of our community, with leaders, with members of the real community that we're here to serve. This is a tremendous honor. I'm really excited to be here. I'm really grateful for the partners who helped us organize this event. I want to say a special thank you to Mark Stewart from San Diego Foundation, as well as Christiana de Benedict, Teresa Nakata, Lorena Nara Ruggiero, and others for helping us host and coordinate this event. It's really special to be able to celebrate this tremendous work. I also want to thank Jose Franco Garcia and all of the staff at the Environmental Health Coalition. The dedication and support are crucial to the success of this initiative, and it would not be moving forward without organizations like yours to lead the way and set an example for others to follow. The United States Environmental Protection Agency's Community Change Grants Program is an unprecedented opportunity to transform disadvantaged communities. These are communities that have been suffering for generations from challenges, and these resources are just a drop in the bucket. I absolutely recognize this is only representative of the beginning of transformation for communities like these, but we are so pleased and proud to take part. These grants will catalyze change by funding community-driven projects that implement solutions to these complex environmental challenges that these communities are facing. The Biden administration's Inflation Reduction Act created the Environmental and Climate Justice Grant Program, and these grants provide an unprecedented level of resources. $2.8 billion are being given out in grants like these for communities and partners to fill gaps and overcome barriers that have prevented them from accessing resources in the past, and to help redress environmental and climate justice challenges. This is the largest investment in environmental and climate justice in our nation's history, and I am so proud to be a part of it. The Community Change Grants investment advances President Biden's work under executive orders to advance racial equity and support underserved communities through the federal government, which established a whole-of-government approach to advancing equity and opportunity, and tackling the climate crisis at home and abroad, which created the government-wide goal that 40% of the overall benefits of federal investments in certain programs should flow to communities that have been disadvantaged historically. It's these types of place-based investments, like what you're planning to do here in San Diego, that will deliver transformative impacts by concentrating investments in community-driven change-making projects. These are centered in collaborative efforts. We were so excited to see the number of partners that came to the table to participate in this project. It's clear that with that much input, with that much insight, with that much place-based information, this project is going to succeed. These investments that we are making through these change grants are providing resources to San Diego communities that are facing disproportionate burdens, legacy pollution, climate change impacts, and suffering from generations of disinvestment. And these are going to support community-driven projects that will produce lasting changes on the ground. Investing in strong collaborations between established partners like San Diego Foundation and the Environmental Health Coalition. These partners understand the history of and commitment to working with communities and the importance of facing environment and climate justice challenges. These grant resources are going to ensure that our communities can continue to access federal, state, and local resources to fund community-driven projects that are based on the knowledge that they hold, right? There's no better expert than the folks that live in a community to help us figure out how to solve the problems that that community faces. We're also looking forward to these resources being a springboard to strengthen communities' decision-making power by meaningfully engaging all of these voices in governmental processes that impact them. San Diego Foundation, Environmental Health Coalition, and all of the project partners, a most hearty congratulations. We are so proud of the place that you've come to, and we can't wait to see what comes next. I can't wait to celebrate with you the impacts of this project and the ways that it tangibly benefits environment and climate justice in these neighborhoods in San Diego. Your efforts to prioritize community engagement and ensure that residents have a voice in how funds are used lead to tailored solutions that will help us make meaningful and lasting change in this community. This funding is going to contribute to improved public health outcomes in San Diego's most affected communities, as mentioned, right? Developing green infrastructure, nature-based solutions, enhancing mobility and electric transportation options, energy efficient and resilient housing, and increasing literacy and environmental workforce development opportunities. That is a tremendous bouquet of projects that are going to be presented in this program, and I can't wait to see the fruits of this labor. The Community Change Grants Program emphasizes the importance of collaboration between community organizations, local governments, and other stakeholders. I'm so proud to see those folks represented here at this celebration. By promoting inclusion of diverse perspectives in the decision-making process, this project will achieve more equitable and impactful outcomes and genuinely address the needs and priorities of the communities served here. These grants were designed to empower local communities like San Diego to take control of your environmental and public health outcomes, and we are so proud to be a partner in addressing and overcoming these longstanding challenges that have affected this area for far too long. So, heartiest congratulations to San Diego Foundation, Environmental Health Coalition, and all of the partners here today. We're looking forward to celebrating with you the successes of this project in the future and are so pleased to be a part of this. Thank you again for having us.
Thank you. On behalf of the San Diego Foundation, our community partners, all of the leaders and supporters here today, we want to say thank you so much. We are so proud of all of the work and partnership that has led us to this moment, and we are here thrilled in celebration of this incredible investment for our communities, and we are ready for the work ahead. So thank you so much.